No one shows up. Well, that's unfortunate. Welcome. Before we start, let's give another 5 minutes for stragglers. In the meantime, please introduce yourselves in the YouTube chat room. Hello. Would you care to introduce yourself? Ooh, looks like people are coming in. Please feel free to introduce yourself as you come in. Let's give them 3 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Then we can start. Again, please feel free to introduce yourself in the chat room. I'd love to hear and see who's in here. We're going to start in 1 minute. I think we can start now. Let's begin. So I created this presentation based on observations from our own tutoring sessions. These are our recommendations. This is by no means a one size fits all because we personalize everyone. Our purpose is not to scare, but to make them aware of what is possible with a plan and hard work. If at any time during our presentation you have questions, please type them in the chat box. I will answer them when I finish in the order I've received. If you're interested in rewatching or sharing my presentation, the video will be available on our YouTube channel. Please feel free to subscribe. And if you want a PDF copy of this deck, you can download it from the description. Today, you'll hear a little bit about myself, followed by the top 5 questions parents ask. I'll quickly summarize how our feedback learning loop works. Then we'll dive into what is a high school roadmap. Then I get to answer all the questions in the chat box. A little about myself. Swoon learning is a byproduct of my own personal crusade of making math fun and interesting, as well as a decision-making and project management app. I moonlighted as a tutor as a way to help my daughter. Don't get me wrong, I love being an electrical engineer, but I care more deeply about my daughter's mental well-being. At Maryhill School, we noticed she was having a tough time keeping up in math and English. Hating math and English was not an option, so I rolled up my sleeves. I utilized everything I knew on how to be an effective project manager for my daughter and transformed her fear of math and reading into a decision-making tool. Her principal at Maryhill asked if I could help some of her other students too. 25 parents joined my program, and every single one of them got into a college that was a great fit for them. Let me take a moment to introduce you to my personal favorite student athlete. Spotlight time. Not only am I the owner, but I was once my own customer. You get to finally meet my daughter, who helped start this passion project of becoming a tutor and mentor. She was my canvas, and my goal was to help her get into her dream school. Her road to UCLA was full of sweat, tears, lack of sleep, jubilation, glee, and above all, she had fun in all of it. Fun because she loved her sport above all else. She also loved learning from her English, chem, stats, bio, and psych teachers and tutors. Why? Because they all happened to be UCLA student athletes. She looked up to them and saw them that they can do it all and have fun, which made her more motivated. And it also made my relationship better because her mentors were saying the same thing that I was saying. Happy mommy. She graduated summa cum laude, represented Team USA in Taekwondo and in 4 countries, played 4 years of varsity tennis, and was MVP 1 year. Helped farmers market during COVID by creating an online portal for sale. All of these things I did for Sid and my 25 students helped me compile the top 5 questions parents ask me. The top 5 questions I get from parents who were considering Swoon. I've answered these in depth in 6 blog posts, which also form the basis for this presentation. Please feel free and check them out by clicking on the link in the description. I took from them 5 key takeaway points I believe may help you and your family. How can I help my child choose the right class to prepare for college? Is the most popular question. Choosing the right classes meant to work about what the school requires. Some schools allow dual enrollment at their local community college. Some kids attend private schools, some don't. Some allow their students to take 3 AP classes, some 16. In other words, each school has their own parameters. But the bigger goal is to aim past what the school requires of them. We guide your students towards graduating in the top 9% of the class, earning them the prestigious summa cum laude distinction. We offer your family expert guidance in selecting classes that will improve your students' study skills and nurture their interests. Fun fact, can you believe that 96% of the graduating class in California, only 42% are English proficient? What about math? 31%. This data might suggest that most of these graduates were not guided to take the classes that would have developed their proficiency in English and math. Story time. I had this one student who dreamt of studying computer science in college, inspired by his love for Minecraft. Unfortunately, his high school didn't offer any computer classes. To help him pursue his passion, we developed a plan. He'd excel in his required high school courses while also taking online computer science classes and enrolling in courses at the local community college. We collaborated closely with his parents and the school to ensure the community college credits would count towards his high school graduation requirements. This approach allowed him to not only maintain a perfect 5.0 GPA, but also earn valuable college credits, setting him up for success in his future computer science studies. The parents' patience allowed my students to explore. We remind them things can change. So it's important to remain open-minded. Pushing kids towards what worked for us might backfire, as they are unique individuals. Pushing ideas that you see other parents doing without noticing your child's specialness will only lead to tears and disappointment. We all have to trust by their 3rd year, they align themselves towards a potential college major and support them to make sure they're on track and laser focused. Which brings us to the second most popular question. What can we do to support our child's academic success and improve their grades? From my point of view, you're already doing this by just being here. Grade improvements is another story. Transitioning to high school can be daunting for a lot of students, for parents as well. Let's begin with some story time. One of our freshmen last year felt a bit overwhelmed by the workload in high school. The middle school was a cakewalk, but suddenly expectations were higher. She got a 56% in her first Algebra 2 trig class because she had no idea how to study. She was missing some crucial study skills: how to refer to her textbook, how to show work on a problem, and how to take notes before and after class. Then piecing it all together, the textbook, the notes, the practice problems, lo and behold, she got a 94%, major confidence boost and relief. Next was teaching her how to prioritize by balancing schoolwork with soccer and softball. We emphasized the importance of building relationships with her teachers, which by the way, comes in handy when she misses classes due to away games. Slowly but surely, her grades improved, her confidence grew, and that overwhelmed feeling, all but dust in the wind. Unique to our teaching style is carefully matching her with the right academic coaches. Our coaches are not only intelligent and accomplished, but also relatable and inspiring. We want our students to see them as mentors, someone who's been there and can help impart on how to stop the doubts in the head. Having that great mentor can make all the difference. It's all about building that confidence and positive mindset in the classroom and at home that we absolutely support during our sessions. Studies have shown that participation in extracurricular activities like sports are linked to academic success, which takes us to the third most asked questions. How important are these extracurricular activities in high school? And which one should my child participate in? The simplest answer is very important. Some parents worry about extracurriculars taking away from study time. On the contrary, activities kids love can actually improve their organization and prioritization skills, leading to better overall balance. There are many to choose from, but choose ones that align with their interests and passions. We encourage them to try out different clubs, sports teams, or volunteer opportunities. Allowing students to discover new interests and talents will foster personal growth and self discovery. Well, another story time about one of my students was very interesting. Her interest in exploring a career as a sports medicine doctor, we encourage her parents to leverage their connections and see if she could shadow or intern at a relevant facility as early as possible. She was fortunate enough to secure a shadowing opportunity at UC Davis Medical School. During the summer, the experience gave her valuable insights into the demands and sacrifices required in the medical field. It equipped her to determine if sports medicine is truly the path she wants to pursue. The experience not only added 240 hours of volunteer work in 2 months, but she realized how much she enjoyed working both in the clinic and hospital. Let's continue on to the fourth most asked question, balancing it all together. How can my child excel in both academic and extracurricular? Here at Swoon, our number one priority is to execute and quickly iterate based on students' academic and extracurricular load and progress. Having a plan and goal is the first step of not wasting any time, but knowing how to execute that plan and attain the goal is another. Another story time about one of my students who really wanted to compete in robotics and attend a top engineering school. The challenge was how to help him learn how to balance his school load, robotics, basketball, and working at his parents' restaurant. Together, we created a detailed high school roadmap. We tracked his grades, motivated him to excel, prioritized tasks, ensured time to study, do robotics, play ball, and help his parents. Having clear career goals gave him direction and focus. Eventually, his strong study habits emerged, allowing him to some free time and with his friends, and a chance for an internship at NASA Ames Robotics Lab. His acceptance at University of Michigan and Carnegie Mellon was due to a well thought out strategy, effective time management, a supportive network, and which are all crucial for success. And establishing a high school roadmap early on aligned these activities with future goals and informed balanced decision making. Which brings us to the last and fifth most asked questions: building up a student's executive function with a roadmap as a super killer combo. How could a child balance it all, academic and extracurricular? The synergy between executive function skills and high school roadmap is vital for students' game plan in getting into college. It empowers students and gives them a semblance of control. Then matching that to the right mentorship is crucial in helping build that stamina of balance between academic and extracurricular activities. Speaking of mentor and student athlete, here's a student athlete spotlight. Muzi is an inspiration beyond the classroom. Her evolution from being a Dean's List phenom to representing the US at the Pan Am Championship in table tennis and winning wasn't always easy. Her studies never took a backseat from any of her athletic experience. As a matter of fact, her dedication and ability to balance multiple commitments were recognized by the school board, her peers, teammates, and faculty. Her stellar class standing, SAT scores, athletic excellence, and community service led Cornell University in handing her an early decision offer. Our strategy from the very beginning was helping the kids believe in themselves and have a plan. So what is all about this high school roadmap? What is a high school roadmap? It is a personalized guide unique for your students' high school journey. We build upon their normal high school grad requirements and work towards their college of choice by putting together a plan of academic goals that match their interest. Here's a sample that we filled out with one of our past students who got into Berkeley. It helped map out courses she needed to take each year, ensuring proficiency and college readiness. It allowed her to set academics and personal goals for each year. It helped her choose classes strategically, ensuring a balance between challenging courses that were tailored to her interests and passions. It is a living document that can be adjusted to align with career aspirations and goals every year. This may look familiar to some. What's missing in the regular one are the rows of testing, athletic club activities, community service. These will have no weight in their graduation requirement, but has major implications for college planning and standing out. Please feel free to download your very own 4-year plan from our link at the description. Grab your child, fill it out together. You'll be surprised at how much they've accomplished and what already they were doing. Planning early will only help you and your child stay ahead of the game and see how many challenging courses and outside activities they can handle. Actually, I'll type this on the chat box. Email me at Carla@swoonlearning.com, and I'll send you an invite to a free 1-hour consultation. I'll give you a little walkthrough on how to assess and help find out what academics and extracurricular activities your child may want. As you can see, education at the highest level can never be achieved by just doing the minimum. High school AG graduation requirements are the minimum. We prepare students as early as 8th grade to familiarize in what to expect to take in high school. Our intent in having a student's 4-year plan filled out is to see which pathway they may pursue in the next 4 years. Notice the minimum requirement differences between elite colleges to the tier 1 and 2 requirements. I want them to understand that aiming high isn't just about getting into the elite colleges. It's about pushing their limits, discovering their potential, and embracing that journey, not just a destination. Encouraging students to always aim past what high school requires of them, because that second-tier school might be their perfect fit. It could be the place where they truly shine, where they find their niche, their passion, and their purpose. During this exploration, there is no guarantee that they will get into their number one pick, but it will lead to the college that's the truest fit to their personality and goals. Story time this time about me, about my journey to the college that was the truest fit. This is my pictorial path of my journey. I started high school on a path towards politics, the humanities, and law, which would have led me to the East Coast private college route. But a spark of curiosity in my junior year led me to a complete U-turn. I ended up taking dual enrollment classes in the math and sciences at a local community college in Stockton, California. During the last 2 years of high school, I learned that I could save my parents money and still earn a great education at a state school. In a university, I can explore to be either an applied science or poli-sci major. Because I planned my courses to the max, college admissions also poured in. Ultimately, I chose to go to UC Irvine for my undergrad as a poli-sci and humanities major, but changed majors midway. I graduated degrees in the hard sciences of physics and electrical engineering. Choosing that high school class based on an interest meant asking myself, what do I want to major in college? What do I want to pursue? What do I want to be? Even if students are unsure about their future plans, taking courses that are of interest can spark curiosity and potentially lead them to discover new things about them and their passion. Lessons I've imparted to all my students, no matter what type of college your child attends, whether it's a community college, a state, or an Ivy college, the skills we teach will help them succeed in any academic setting and in any school they attend. As both Muzi and Sydney embark on their new journey in life, I can't help but reflect on how they got to where they are today. My approach since I started tutoring revolves around a seamless integration of continuous learning, helping them set goals, which helps provide direction and motivation, eye on the prize, drive and motivate them, embrace curiosity towards improvement and self reflection, actively seek feedback from parents, mentors, and tutors. Like what I said, constant communication is vital in growth. And then repeat and reiterate by adjusting and refining strategies in their daily responsibilities. The expected outcome, we start in the foundation, nurturing our students' potential. But as they grow, Spoon gradually shifts outside of the bubble to a guiding role, witnessing their transformation into self-assured, capable individuals. Our shared goal with parents is to empower students on this path, helping them become the best versions of themselves. Some parents have approached us to assist their children as they enter high school in helping manage their progress and assess academics, extracurricular loads, discuss ideas and thoughts, strategize for tests, see if they may need tutoring help, mental health check-ins, very important, especially if they're getting the right rest and eating the right food. Are the classes too heavy? Where are they in the school ranking? How many hours of community service have they done? Update current high school resume and ensure a smooth transition to a college consultant with their grades, ranking, high school resume, strengths, goals, and aspirations. If you're already getting one-on-one tutoring from us, high school roadmap is all included. It's all baked in. But if your child has a separate tutor and just needs periodic check-ins and guidance, this package is perfect for you. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to type them in the chat window. Else, give me a moment to scroll and see what questions are already there. Thank you so much. Any questions? Or you can just type your email and can my grades improve? Can my grades improve with the high school roadmap? Absolutely. If you're if you have a map, if you have filled out the 4-year plan, you have an idea of what you're gonna come up you're gonna get to in grade 10. So you know that you need to meet a certain grade requirement. For example, if you got a C in pre-calculus, do you think that C will allow you to take AP calculus? So if they had a high school 4-year high school roadmap, they can see that, oh, okay, I need pre-calculus and I need to maintain a B or higher. And then by grade 10, I can take AP calculus. Also, depending on what they get from that grade of in AP calculus, doesn't mean that they get the AP test score. They still have to take that. AP test scores and your classroom grades are very different. Anything else? Did that answer the question? Anyone else? Well, that concludes our presentation. Oh, Sarah, what grade do I have to be in to start working with the high school roadmap? We actually start as early as 8th grade. We want for the students to kind of see what is going to happen in grade 9. Middle school is like a sandbox. That's where we try out different kind of things. And it'll also give us an idea what kind of classes they should apply for in grade 9. Does that help you, Sarah? Okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming. And again, this will be available online on our YouTube channel. Thank you.